Jay Leno always has a project in the works, like this steam-powered 1925 Doble. But today, he wanted to show me his latest toy, a beautiful 1955 Buick Roadmaster with a twist. This car is very special to Jay, as you'll find out.
What have you finished lately?
Well, I finally finished my 32-year project. I've had this Buick since 1972. Paid $350 for it.
It's a steal. 55 Roadmaster,
Yeah,
right?
55 Roadmaster. Yes, yes. I love this car. This car has been with me, drove me to my first Tonight Show, my first Merv Griffin show.
So 30 some odd years, you've had it the whole time? You didn't go away and come
No,
back?
I've had it the whole time. I didn't sell it. It did sit for about 16 years in my mother-in-law's driveway while I, had affairs with fancier cars and
Exactly.
Lamborghinis. But you always come home to your Buick Roadmaster. But it's not stock by any sense.
Well, it looks stock from the outside, and it looks like a beautiful
Well, that's
restoration.
the tree. That's the trick, rather. It's all stock from the outside. Underneath, the suspension is all C5 Corvette, so it really, really handles. The engine is a big block crate motor from GM Performance Parts, 572 cubic inch. It's 620 horse, 630 foot-pounds of torque.
My gosh.
It's really, really fast. There's a lot of illusions on this car that you don't notice at first. Like, take a look at these wheels. Actually, that's a 17-inch wheel. That's your 17-inch wheel. I'll give you an idea how much bigger it is than the stock wheel. I mean, it fits right in there.
Now, with that kind of mod on the wheel and your running gear being C5 Corvette,
Yeah.
you must have something to match that under the hood.
Yeah, the engine's a General Motors crate motor. These days, you can go to you can spend a fortune having somebody do your piston, somebody else do your cam, or just buy a big block motor. That's what I did here. This is
Basically drop it in, ready to go.
and you
right?
drop it in. It's 620 horse.
It's a Leno 572.
Well, that's Jack Roush. Jack Roush has a rather bizarre sense of humor, and they made up those valve covers for me. I normally don't put my name on things, but they did that.
It
and
does
was,
look good, though. You
Yeah,
got to admit.
No, that was fun. Yeah, that was very nice of them to.
So
and,
what all?
and the engine serial number is also my birthday, which is kind of cool.
So what all is that engine sporting?
Well, it's a carbureted motor, which I wanted to keep. I didn't want to, I wanted to keep at least in the spirit of the 50s. My friend Bernard, our foreman here at the shop, Bernard Jukley, he made these headers. They're all equal length headers out of stainless steel. He hand fabricated those. He did a beautiful, beautiful job.
Right
on
here in the
those.
shop?
Yeah, right here in the shop.
It must run pretty strong.
It runs pretty strong. I'll show you the interior. I also went with the original style fabrics.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
You can see the Corvette pedals. That kind of gives it away. Now, it looks like the stock radio in the dash, and that is the stock radio in the dash, but what we've done is, you see you drop the grill down, and you've got your
got
modern
nice little secret audio in there.
secret audio, and the folks at Vintage Air, they do a great job with this vintage air conditioning. That looks almost stock.
It does. It fits right in with the
Fits right in.
motif.
Another little touch we did here was, see, we welded these onto the dash. We handmade these. Now, these look stock as well, but these didn't exist in 55. It's a stock dash. Then we just welded that on and formed it and put the little...
But it fits right in.
It fits right in, yeah, so it looks totally stock.
Now, was this the original color scheme of the car?
No, the car, when I got it, was white and black. It was white, black. And then in 72, I guess 73, 74, I painted it silver and black.
A very nice combo.
Well, I like this. I mean, nothing against all the candy apple colors, but those slip down. I didn't want it to look like a hot rod. I liked it. This was sort of the businessman's express.
It really was.
This is when Buick was really Buick. I mean, I would put this car up against any of the European Mercedes of the period, or even the Bentleys of the period. These cars had electric windows. They had air conditioning.
Oh, they were stately.
You had that Dynaflow transmission, which was, although not particularly fuel efficient, extremely smooth. Nothing rode like one of these. I mean, Buick was the epitome of the boulevard ride,
So now you've turned it into a canyon carver, though, with this.
Yeah, it
with
actually
suspension,
handles
right?
with the Corvette C4 and C5 suspension parts in it. It's all independent suspension, Corvette rear end. It's fast.
Welcome back to My Classic Car and more of Jay Leno's muscle-bound 55 Buick Roadmaster. Jay loves to drive his cars, especially this Roadmaster, and he couldn't wait to show me its, shall we say, capabilities.
Looks stock. Doesn't sound stock. Coming out here in 72, buying a 55 Buick seems, I mean, it's kind of an odd thing. I mean, why? Or is that,
Well, I was just looking for cheap cars in the recycler that would be fun, and I saw this. I wasn't looking for a 55 Buick. It just seemed like, oh, okay, that'd be a good car. You know, you can sleep in it if you have to, and it's big enough. You know.
it's amazing you hung on to it all those years.
Well, I've never sold anything. Everything I still have is in my garage. I'm even still married to the same woman. Good heavens, when does that ever happen?
Unheard
I would have
of.
had the same cat, except it died.
Then it was time for my turn behind the wheel. And believe me, this is not your granddaddy's Buick. This baby had some serious punch.
You know, when you decided to do this to it, you wanted to restore it, but you just really wanted to see how high it was up.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun. I mean, GM had all this stuff, and I thought, why not take advantage of it? Why not make it a modern car? And the nice thing is, I mean, it's just a byproduct of it. You now have a car that pollutes less because you've got a modern crate motor that's more efficient. So you actually have a car that is not only more fun, it's more socially responsible.
Can I punch it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's socially responsible.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, this thing's a kick.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hard to improve on the original design. Harley, Earl, and the boys knew what they were doing.
They did have it together.
Yeah, I
didn't
mean,
they?
this car was designed by designer. I mean, you can put bucket seats and all that in it, but it just kind of ruins it for me. This is what I remember, so this is what I like.
Sitting at a stoplight, though, people look over it and they see this 55, but they're hearing something else.
Actually, one guy said, hey, sounds like your car needs a tune-up. I went, yeah, okay, thanks, appreciate it.
Running a little rough, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks.